Hi guys, it's me, Tonya Tosha, and welcome to the channel. So it is Sunday, happy Sunday, and it's pretty late. But I wanted to jump on here because I've made some promises to myself, and I wanted to get my my story out. Okay guys, hi, it's me. I am Tonya Tosha, and I am I wanted to say something, and so I'm sitting in my car. I'm a mom, and I don't always want my kiddo to hear everything I'm thinking, because she's not going to watch my channel, and that's just not who she is. So anyway, I've been listening to a lot of different videographers or content creators, and they're saying some things that technically I already know. So if we know things, then how come we don't do them? So everyone knows all of the rave, good and bad, with Dodash. I like her. I followed her because she was an inspiration for my weight loss. And I walked during the pandemic. A lot of it was because of her. And it was huge for me. She was inspiring. I didn't watch her every single day, but I did watch her. You know, I follow her. I support her Instagram and her channel, whatnot. But I have been watching more recently, and I'm not going to say that what she's doing is wrong, because it absolutely isn't. I like her. She's gotten her niche, her lane, and she's running with it. And that's what we all should do. For the people that have a lot of negative things to say about her or the way that she's doing it, you know, I'm not a negative Nancy. People are going to talk. People are going to like you. People aren't going to like you. But what I'm going to say is that I can appreciate her because she's done what a lot of people would like to do. I am also one of those persons who has had different channels and never quite pushed go. So I'm going to tell you my little story. So I have been developing a channel since 2022, the end of 2022. My Christmas present to myself was to start a channel, and I did it. So the only thing that I did was buy a camera, get a Mac. At that time, you know, we were still in the pandemic, and I was lucky enough to land a position that I worked from home, and that's what I had been doing. So yeah, I'm motivated. I'm excited. I started recording. I think I'm going to actually use some of the footage because done is better than perfect, right? Quote from DoorDash. Done is better than perfect. And I have had some experiences. What I have noticed is that by my practice, that's what I like to call it, practice videography or practice vlogging, I'm okay and I'm comfortable in front of a camera enough. I'm comfortable talking. I'm comfortable sharing my information. I'm not afraid. But that's different to not be afraid to pull that camera out in your environment or wherever you're at and record. Yeah, people stare. Yeah, people have a lot to say. They don't say it to you. They just stare. Not everyone, but enough people. So, it's good. It is what it is. And I've conquered that. Now, what I didn't conquer is, not only did I buy a camera, I'm using a Sony EV10. I think that's what it's called. I'm using a Sony. I got lights, I got a Mac, and I also purchased editing software. I am not, I'm yelling, baby, why I didn't learn, why I wasn't practicing on the software is a whole nother, like that, I'm just, my mind, I've blown my mind, but I did not learn the software. I just did it. Now, if you know anything about software, you know that editing software is not cheap. But that was $300 that I will not waste. And I'm learning my software. I promise you, I'm learning my software. So I practiced. I took someone else's advice and I began to get myself comfortable in front of the camera. And I filmed quite often. This is how I discovered that my baby girl does not want to be on camera. She said occasionally, but she doesn't want. It's been 2 years. 2 years. Am I comfortable? Yeah and no. Because if I was completely comfortable, I would have just hit play. Press pause or whatever they say. I never published. So I have a lot of footage, a lot of scan cards full of content over the last 2 years that I've never published. So I'm going to try to throw some things together and you'll be seeing that footage here and there. More here than there, more there than here. Just because it's done and done is better than perfect. Plus, I'm not going to lie. I want to get into the YouTube algorithm. I want to grow. I think that we all should. I have something to say, and I think that in my life, it's worth saying. And if all else fails, then it is a documentary, a saga of my life to my children and to my children's children. So I don't look at it as a negative. If I don't make a dime on YouTube, which of course it is, the goal is to make money. But if I don't make anything, I'm going to acquire a skill and more confidence, and I'm going to get my groove back, baby. So, at the end of the day, I am excited about my future. So, I'm going to say I want you to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. The next 57 days. I've given myself 57 days to film, edit, and accomplish a huge goal. I'm not going to have that much time for anything. So good thing I'm not dating. So, I don't know about you, but if you are, I'm looking at my phone. If you have a big goal, if you are trying to change your life, then just jump in head first and start swimming. Because There's so much going on in our society. There is so much going on in our world. We don't have time any longer. Man, woman, boy, girl, child, whatever. We don't have any more time to pussyfoot around, to play around, to act like we just don't. We don't have time. If you have got a message, if you are trying to improve your own life, if you're trying to make changes for yourself, just do what you have to do. Someone out there is going to see you and jump on board with the things that you're trying to accomplish. Trust me, I believe that wholeheartedly. So don't say no to yourself. All you have to do is say yes. Just say yes. Because once you say yes to you, to being the best version of yourself, you're going to change your life. Yeah, give yourself grace and time, but you can change your life. No one else is going to do it for you. And I know that we all have heard this kind of chit chat before, but sometimes you're just talking to yourself. I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to me. No one's going to save you. No one's going to change your life trajectory unless you make a change. I could cry because I sat and I waited and I didn't do what I knew in my heart I was called to do. If God gives you something and you don't act on it, it's only that you're afraid, which God is not the author of fear. So what are you doing? Like DoorDash, like so many other men and women, young and old, have jumped on this bandwagon to change their trajectory. Just do it. You're going to change something in someone. You're going to help someone. And most of all, you're going to help yourself. It's going to change you. Now, I'm going to go right in here and get my laundry, and I'll be back.